Hi ARK fans, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be covering past 2 days, and in past 2 days we have not done a video just because it's the data that they upload on their website has been delayed quite a bit, and hence we were not able to do the video on time, and hence we are doing it today. We are covering past 2 days today. 3 companies have been removed in past 2 days, and also we'll keep an eye on our watch list, which is Nano Dimension, Palantir, DraftKings, and Skills. Those 4 stocks, what did they do with these 4 in past 2 days as well. So stay with me, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back, friends. In ARK summary section, we keep an eye on market value of all the funds combined for ARK. So in past 2 days, it has taken a big dip actually from 45.09 billion all the way to 43.70 in one day. And then it picked slightly back up yesterday at now it's at 43.8 billion, and this is how that 43.8 billion divided in all the 8 ETFs. And this is the number of companies that they have in various ETFs. Total number of companies has also gone down to 282. So let's take a look at which one those are in just a bit. Before we do that, let's go over the biggest moves quickly. So in the biggest moves, we always look at biggest move 2 ways. One is by percentage of shares movement, and threshold today that we have kept is 7.5%. So any company to which shares are added or removed more than 7.5% will show up here. These are the companies that fit that criteria. This is their ranking. So we'll go over them quickly. The first topmost one that pops up, this is for past 2 days combined, by the way. Dairy & Co. Is 16% more added, 12.1 million. Then you have Heiko Corp, present in ARKX again. This one also in ARKX and ARKQ, actually, Dairy & Co. Then you have UiPath, 14% extra added, and 14% here means quite a bit actually. 2.3 million shares added there, and looks like they're buying the dip. The stock price has dipped, and they have bought a lot more shares. Then you have Markforged, which is present in ARKX and ARKQ. UiPath, by the way, is the first company that was added to all 6 ETFs. Now there are 2, Palantir and UiPath. Then you have Markforged, 11% is Stoneco, Environment is 9%. Then you have Splunk, 9% added, Komatsu, 8% added, Jaws Spitfire, 8%, and SomaLogic, also 8%. And this is their ranking, obviously. And when I hover over this, you get more information as well in terms of trends and ETFs they are present in. In terms of negative, let's go over a few. Pure Storage, almost completely removed. IZRL, almost completely removed. Trade Desk, same story. Roche, also 95% removed. Then you have Nvidia, quite a bit removed. Zongan, Boeing, Novartis, NXP, MGI, Z Holdings, Zehika, and Caribou Biosciences. So those are the biggest moves. A lot of red today in past 2 days actually. So that's the biggest move by by shares value. Now let's take a look at a biggest move by market value. Let's change it to 20%, maybe a little bit more, just to make it more consumable. Wow, look at that, everything negative. So we do this just to see the companies where the shares movement is hardly anything, but the market value movement is big because of just because the stock price dipped. So the biggest one here being Tesla. The stock price, oh, in this case, stock price did not dip, but they removed 5% shares, which is a big quantity because this is their biggest holding, and it caused a difference of 157.2 million. So this way, when we slice biggest moves these 2 ways, we don't miss any biggest moves. So that's why we do this. And you also have Square, 88%, because the stock price dipped. Then you have Coinbase as well. Stock price dipping again, and they're also reducing just a little bit in terms of number of shares. Beam Therapeutics, Palantir also will do put a spotlight in that in a little bit. Twitter, Shopify, Zillow. So those are the biggest ones. Novartis, Trade Desk, Iridium, Unity Software. So yeah, that's the biggest move section. Now let's go to overall portfolio. Since past 2 days, this is how it looks. Tesla being the reddest red. Oh, Roku being the greenest green there. Interesting, but not by a big amount, looks like. So that's why it did not show up in the biggest moves. Next is new and removed companies. There is no new company, but the removed company, there are 3: HDFC Bank, Serpera Therapeutics, and Cirrus Therapeutics. So that's why the total count of companies went down. Now, daily watch list is another section. We keep an eye on these 4 companies: Nano Dimension, DraftKings, Skills, and Palantir. So in past 2 days, they have reduced the position a little bit, but it's not even 1%. So it's under 1%, 0.5 for Nano Diamond, 0.8 for DraftKings, 0.9 for Skills, and 0.8 for Palantir. This is more of an adjustment rather than a um, reducing the shares, I would say. So when I hover over it, you'll see more information. This is present in 4 ETFs. Stock price hardly moved much. So in for the date range that I've selected, it's $6.10 to $6.30. DraftKings overall trend is upward in terms of share price, and they have been reducing slightly. Skills, again, they have been reducing a little bit, but the overall stock price going slightly back up. Palantir as well, stock price in trending upward slightly, but they have been reducing that. This is the second company which is present in all the 6 ETFs. This is a short date range for looking at the trends. We can look at it. We generally look at a longer trend in these two charts for these companies when there is a big movement. So whenever that happens, we'll do that. So that was your dose for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.